And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV for round number 5 of the World of Thunder Esports League Dirt Street Stocks Open setups here tonight from Kokomo Speedway, Kokomo, Indiana, as we get set for what is round number 5 of the series. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the callers. We've got a solid field of 20 drivers getting set to take on this quarter of a mile bull ring. Who will take out the 5th round of the series? What's going on, Diggs? Thank you. Again, we're not too far away from going into heat racing action. We've had 19 of the 20 cars take a time. I can tell you that 20th car, fortunately, he made contact with the wall, which unfortunately won't give him a lap time, so he'll have to do it the hard way and come from the back of the field. 3 heat races on the program. Those heat races will be 8 laps in distance. As we get set here for heat race number 1, your lineup will look like this. Joshua Ely lines up on the pole position to the outside of the front row. Jamie Massey will go from position number 2. Position number 3 with the 9 car of Devin Nelson. The 21C of Charles Barnes lines up at a position number 4. Position number 5 with the 12 car of Rod Tucker to the outside from 6. It'll be the 10 car of Lon Franks. And then we go back to your 4th and final row driving the 15 machine from position number 7. It is Steven Stefanski. Apologies, just playing something in the background, so if you hear something, we are just looking at doing something different. Yeah, that's going to be quite cool. All right, heat race number 1 coming to you live from the Kokomo Speedway. Lights are out. They come off turn number 4. Joshua Ely, Jamie Massey. Green flag is out. We are underway in heat race number 1. Who is going to get the job done? Who will start on pole of tonight's 40-lap A main event? It's Joshua Ely to lead lap number 1. Massey runs in 2nd, Devin Nelson in 3rd. There goes Charles Barnes and Massey to the top of the racetrack. Oh boy, Nelson caught the tyre. Here comes Rod Tucker, first time we've seen him this season. It was somewhat of a late entry. Meanwhile, Jamie Massey looking to get a run on the outside of your race leader, Joshua Ely. They work down into turn number 1 and 2. Top 3, 1 runs bottom, that's Joshua Ely. 1 runs top, that's Jamie Massey, 1 and 2. And the other one, Charles Barnes, runs at 21C through the middle of the racetrack. Different line for Massey into 3 and 4. Boy, I tell you what, the 19 car is starting to get wound up, and we've seen it towards the back end of those heat, or the second heat race in the fixed setup series earlier on tonight. Topside really came into play. Ely, half race distance is gone. Heat race number 1, and he leads the way. Then we go back to Jamie Massey, back there to position number 2. Charles Barnes in 3rd, Devin Nelson 4th. Lon Franks runs out to top 5. Then you go back to Rod Tucker, Steven Stefanski. Make up your 7 drivers here in heat race number 1. Massey again looking to close in on the back of that 09 machine. He's only got 2 more circuits to get this done. Heat race number 1, Joshua Ely from the pole position. Massey are now going to send it down to the inside. Massey looks for a run on the inside, up the side of the race lead. A little bit of contact, tries to force him up out of the way. Joshua Ely continues to lead the lap there. White flag is out, 1 to go for Joshua Ely in the 09 machine. Can he hold on here? Final time down into turn number 3 and 4. Massey's going to drive it deep as Ely gets a little tight. They make a bit of contact. They come to the line, and Joshua Ely wins. Heat races just like what we've seen earlier on in the fixed setup stuff. It's going to be proved to be very difficult to get anything done in the opening couple of heat races. As we get set for, in fact, just bear with me for a moment. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Bang, bang, bang. All right, now we are good. Apologies, had to do something there. Joshua Ely home in first place. Josh, congratulations on this victory. You start on pole of tonight's 40-lap main event. You feeling comfortable at the moment?
If it'll come off the bottom, I'll be a lot more comfortable. That's about all I could say.
Not sure if you paid attention to the fixed stuff earlier on, but most of the drivers continued to work the top of the racetrack. That's where we've seen the line in 1 and 2. A little bit different in 3 and 4. Drivers being able to move up and down that racetrack. Thinking in what you just done there, are you thinking about going to the top, or are you just going to sort of keep your cards close to your chest for the moment? You don't want to give it away.
We gonna keep it to ourselves right now. Don't want to give too many secrets away. We've got Carl over at KC Speedworks, Majula Say Speed Shop's going to have this car hooked up tonight. Hopefully we can get a top 3. Pull off a win maybe.
Josh, wish you the best of luck in that 40-lap main event. We'll hopefully look forward to speaking to you later on tonight.
Thank you.
Josh Ely, your winner of heat race number 1. Again, let's bring up those results for you before we get into the grid of heat race number 2. There it is, Joshua Ely, Jamie Massey, Devin Nelson, Lon Frankton, Rod Tucky at top 5, Charles Barnes, Steven Stefanski, the 7 drivers to take to the racetrack in heat race number 1. American flag flying high here at the Kokomo Speedway. Heat race number 2 will look like this. Tyler Jackson on the pole position. Scott Fritz lines up at a position number 2. From position number 3 with the 57 car of Jeremy Atkins to the outside, Bryce Dickinson in the 84 from position number 4. Position number 5 with a 5.8 of Christopher Hill to the outside, out of 6, Cody Ernest in car number 88. Then you go back to the 7th and final starter in car number 22, that is Nathan Smith. So waiting on no one now as everybody has made their way onto the Kokomo Speedway. Again, we appreciate all the support here on Ultimate Dirt TV and on the World of Thunder Facebook page. We are ready to roll away here for heat race number 2. Again, a total of 3 heat races. Then the warm-up session will come. And then, of course, after the warm-up session, the 40-lap A main event. There we go. Now the cars are starting to roll away. There we go. Just in time as we are ready to do battle once again. Lights are out. We'll go straight 1 to green. So the safety car will come infield. It is ready to go. Bye-bye in heat race number 2. Who's going to start on the outside of the front row? Will it be Tyler Jackson? Will it be Scott Fritz, Jeremy Atkins, Brian Dickinson, Christopher Hill, Cody Ernest, and Nathan Smith as we come to the green? And we're underway in heat race number 2 as Scott Fritz dives down to the middle of the racetrack. Jackson going to work it upstairs through turn number 1 and 2. Jackson's got the runners in. Head off into turn number 3 and 4. Fritz just checks up just a little bit to stop from getting into the side of your race leader, Tyler Jackson, in car number 8. Atkins in that 57 machine working to the low side as well, but your leader is Tyler Jackson in car number 8, the 48 of Scott Fritz. Still running in second position, boy, Nathan Smith. Cody Ernest will go yellow. Smith just caught the tyre. Nathan Smith catching the infield tyre on the entry down into turn number 3. And looking at that, he is already at the back of the field, so problems for the 88 of Cody Ernest. He's got heavy front end damage, and that'll be very tough to get around. Probably won't hurt him as much as what it would at a longer racetrack. Who knows, it might just be Tucker time later on tonight. Jackson and Fritz. Six to run. Heat number 2. As we see Jackson continuing to lead the way. Tyler Jackson in that 8 car. Battle now on between Bryce Dickinson and Christopher Hill as they work it side by side down into turn number 3. We see the 22 car of Nathan Smith headed back to the pits. The 5 of Christopher Hill going to go around. They'll bring on the yellows. So the 5 car will do that himself. And he will be charged with the end of line penalty. And in fact, I can tell you right now, he's just pulled it up on the front straightaway. So we're left with 5. We started with 7. We're down to 5. And speaking of 5s, well, that's how many laps we've had completed in heat race number 2. Penultimate heat of the night. We've still got one more heat to come after this one. What can Scott Fritz do? We're on board right now with your race leader. Be able to get a real good look at how he's able to navigate around this quarter mile of a racetrack. Back to the green we run. You can see that Majula C speech up number 48 machine entry of Scott Fritz as they head off down into the first and second turn. It's still Tyler Jackson leading the way. Fritz, Atkins, Dickinson and Ernest will be your top 5 of the 5 cars left on the racetrack here as we go on board right now with Tyler Jackson just to try and get around this little bull ring. You start to see him working the wheel in the middle of 3 and 4. Back to the top shelf we go. White flag is out. 1 lap left to go for the 8 car of Tyler Jackson. As he heads off down into turn number 3 and 4. About to see the checkered flag here. Final time. Final straightaway for these drivers in heat race number 2. And Tyler Jackson going to get the victory. Second will go to Scott Fritz. Third at the line is going to be Jeremy Atkins. Fourth will be Bryce Dickinson. Cody Ernest makes up your top 5. Then you go back to Christopher Hill and Nathan Smith for the drivers in heat race number 2. Tyler Jackson, your winner of heat number 2. Tyler, congratulations. Carrying some good speed and momentum from the fixed setup and now translating into the open. Are you feeling a lot more confident than what you were in the fixed?
Oh, that car's on a rail right now. Can't thank Carl enough. I mean, that thing drove itself. We can't even take credit for it. Not sure where the track's going to go in the feature. I don't know. It's pretty racy right now. I think we're going to be able to move around a lot.
Knowing what we just did in the fixed setup about an hour ago, is the plan to sort of set that car up for the top side, or you just sort of you just let Carl do what he needs to do, and that car will drive itself?
Well, he's got about 10 setups for us, and then we just kind of choose from there. I always like the car a little looser than some of the other guys. For some reason, I can't drive the real tight cars. So I don't know. We might gamble and just try to roll the middle and the brown and see if we can do something different than everybody else.
Mate, we look forward to seeing you later on in the main event. Wish you the best of luck outside the front row. Congratulations on the heat win, Tyler.
Thanks for the broadcast.
There we go. Tyler Jackson, winner of heat race number 2 as we get set now for what is heat race number 3, third and final heat race of the night. Car Kilgore lines up the 9 machine from the pole position, and on the outside of the front row goes the 144 car of Jordan LaFawn. He'll start from position number 2. We go back to row number 2 on the inside from position number 3, driving the 0B machine. That'll be Bradley Means on his outside, lining up at a position number 4. In car number 43, that is Grady Ehrman. And your third and final row to wrap up the third heat race of the night. On the inside, in car number 322, from position number 5, it's Joe DeVries. And on the outside, piloting car number 05, as plain as you get, black and blue. It's the 05 entry of Nicholas McDougall to start from position number 6. And our field is set. After this one, we have a 2-minute warm-up session scheduled for this one. Thank you, Steve. We've got a 2-minute warm-up session. So during that time, we will play a quick commercial break. We're actually got ourselves, in fact, something else to play here. But we are just going to wait. We're going to get that downloaded. And we are going to play that during the warm-up session. It's only about a 20-second video, I think it is. So I'm actually looking forward to showing you guys that new video. But heat race number 3, car Kilgore, Jordan LaFawn, as Kilgore leads us off down into turn number 1 and 2. Ehrman Means Again, they go top and bottom. It's Bradley Means who had position number 2, but not for long because Jordan Lafon was working to the outside. Here comes Means on the inside of Lafon. They work off turn number 4, and Jordan Lafon has position number 2. Grady Oman back there in position number 4, watching this side-by-side battle happen as he goes and closes in on the back of the 144 entry of Jordan Lafon. Now gets to the outside of the 0B entry of Bradley Means as they work down into turn number 3 and 4, 1 and 2, I should say. Lafon with a run. Here comes Ehrman with a run on the outside of Bradley Means. Means needs to fight back on the inside. That he does. It's just the extra speed that's probably killing that number 0B machine. Again, trying to maybe he's got that thing geared up to run the low side of the racetrack. Boy, they are working a treat on the top. As here goes a slide jump, parks it on the nose of that 144 car. We'll go yellow. Yellow will come out. And that should, first look at it, so Bradley Means will get the air well, and I'll just explain it to you guys. As the ruling is you've got to be clear on those sliders. However, you've got to give enough time for the bloke to turn it back underneath you or not be able to make contact. Jordan Lafon did not have enough time to do either one of those. So Bradley Means we're going to the tail end of the field. We're coming back to green with 3 laps left to go. Here in heat race number 3, car Kilgore coming to the green as we work off turn number 4 one more time. And it's the 9 of Kilgore straight down to the low side. Lafon and Ehrman right back to where they started, right back up to where they left off in the opening 4.5, 5 laps as they work to the top. As here goes Ehrman trying to get a run on the inside of Jordan Lafon. But Lafon will hold on to position number 2. Now Grady Ehrman decided to go down to the low side. He picks up second in the middle of 1 and 2, but not for long. He has to give that spot back to Jordan Lafon, as Lafon now still holding on to position number 2. Kilgore with just 1 lap left to go, 1/4 of a mile around the Kokomo Speedway here in Kokomo, Indiana, into turn number 3 and 4, coming up for the final time. Heat race number 3 is about to be complete. We are done. Nicholas McDougall around in the middle of turn number 3 and 4. And just like that, heat racing action is done here from the Kokomo Speedway. Take a look at those official results. Carl Kilgore gets the win over Jordan Lafon in second, Grady Ehrman third, Bradley Means fourth, Joe DeVries rounds out your top 5, and Nicholas McDougall home in position number 6. We'll wait for Carl Kilgore, the winner of heat race number 3, to join us here with a quick little interview before we get ready for what is a main event here tonight at the Kokomo Speedway, the World of Thunder Esports League Open Street Stock Setups. Heat 3 winner is Carl Kilgore. Carl, congratulations on the victory in heat race number 3. You look like you were just in cruise control out there.
Yeah, we were pretty dialed right there. We, man, I think we got, I want to say we have around 12 setups built for this racetrack to be ready for any circumstance, any track state, and be able to move around at the same time. So we're pretty dialed. I feel like we got a good enough car to win it, and we got plenty to choose from.
Mate, what is it going to take to put this number 9 car in victory lane?
Just consistent laps, making sure the nose stays clean, and see if we can't hold these guys off once we get out front.
Carl, wish you the best of luck in the 40-lap feature event coming up here in about just a little over a minute's time. Well done on the win.
Thank you, sir.
Carl Kilgore. All right, let's take a quick break. We're going to play a very new, not so much commercial break, but we're going to play a new video that we've just come across, something that we've just managed to find our hands on. So with that being said, we'll play the quick little 30-second, 20-second ad break, and then we'll play a sponsor ad. And just like that, we are back here on Ultimate TV, coverage of the World of Thunder Esports League Dirt Street Stocks Open Setup Series, round number 5 here from the Kokomo Speedway. Brett Wheeler with you for the call as we get set for tonight's 40-lap A main event. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Joshua Ely lines up on the pole position to the outside of the front row. In car number 8, winner of heat race number 2, it is Tyler Jackson. Then we go back to your second row. Heat 3 winner of car Kilgore lines up at a position number 3. Jamie Massey lines up at a position number 4. Your second, make that third starting row from position number 5 with the 48 car of Scott Fritz. He'll go to the outside of, or he'll go to the inside to the outside of him will be the 144 car of Jordan LaFon. Position number 7 in car number 9, that'll be Devin Nelson from 8, driving the 57 car. That's Jeremy Atkins. We go back to row number 5 on the inside and outside. Inside with the 43 car of Grady Irvin to start from position number 9. And the 10 from position number 10 of Lon Franks. Then we go back to position number 11 in car number 84. That is Bryce Dickinson from 12, the 0B entry of Bradley Means. From position number 13, it's the 12 of Rod Tucker. From 14, the 88 of Cody Ernest. From position number 15, the 322 of Joe DeVries. From 16, the 21C of Charles Barnes. From position number 17, the 5 of Christopher Hill. From 18, driving the 05, it's Nicholas McDougall. And your 10th and final row, in the 15 from position number 19, it's Steven Stefanski to the outside. The 22 of Nathan Smith lines up out of position number 22. And our drivers get the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports. And a simple make that 4 wide salute as we are in week number 5 of the series and World of Thunder Esports League competition, which formed 7 years ago. Now known as the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League, racing every Sunday and now every Tuesday night. Playing host to the largest iRacing League directory on the dirt side of things, and quite possibly on iRacing. Check out World of Thunder Esports League as we get set right now to go racing. The safety car is about to come in field, so we'll go one more time. And then we are ready for 40 laps around the Kokomo Speedway. Who will take out round number 5? Get your picks in right now. Let us know who you're cheering for. Just give us a number if you don't want to give us a name, or give us the name either way. Let's go racing here at Kokomo as the field works down the back straight away. 40 laps on the board here at Kokomo Speedway. Round number 5. Let's get naughty for 40. As they work down into turn number 1 and 2 for the first time, it's going to be, Kilgore caught the inside tie, caught the grass. Meanwhile, Tyler Jackson up out in front at the moment to the outside of Joshua Ely. Meanwhile, Jamie Massey, intentions very clear to get that 19 car to the front as quick as possible. Devin Nelson gets into the back of Dickinson. Dickinson goes pit side. We're going to stay green. Grady Ehrman getting tight there into the side of Charles Barnes, and they go 3 wide with DeVries there on the inside. Ernest trying to come through the middle and go 4 wide. Boy, they are all over this racetrack here at Kokomo. Now we go yellow. So it's Nicholas McDougall there. Just slides up into the 5 car of Christopher Hill. So 5 car already at the back of the field. It looks like he's going to be already at the back of this field, and again we'll get the lights out on the safety car. 3 down, 37 to go. We've got Josh Indy fans. We've got Carl Kilgore fans. I know we've got some Bryce Dickinson fans. We got a Massey fan in the house. No doubt there'll be a Jordan LaFon fan somewhere watching on social media. Back to green we go. 37 laps left to run. Massey again, straight down to the inside. Keep an eye on Carl Kilgore as he works it and rips a lip around the outside of the 19th car of Jamie Massey. Remember a couple of weeks ago, the incident between those two drivers there at the start-finish line. On that final lap. We'll go yellow one more time. Problems for Tyler Jackson there. He's got some mechanical issues. All right, so we're gonna have to jump up to race control here in just a minute. In fact, we're gonna do that now. So we are gonna jump up and have a chat with Steve about this one. All right. So what I can see. So I'm looking at the 5 of Christopher Hill.
He hits the outside wall.
He hits the outside wall. Yes, he does.
So it all starts with the 5 hitting the outside wall, getting in between.
There we go. So Christopher Hill going to be charged with the EOL. Just trying to run it up just a little too high. We're in fact just going to stay here. So again, you'll possibly throughout the course of this feature event, you'll hear myself and Steve McMillan just having a quick little chat regarding the issue. There we are, back to green we go. In A-main action, we've already gone through 3 heat races. Just like that, we see Tyler Jackson roll to the inside of the racetrack. For some reason, we're still yellow. We should be going green very shortly. There it is. So they probably just went... They went a lap early. But either way, Carl Kilgore does lead the way. Kilgore to the low side. Jackson. And now Joshua Ely trying to go upstairs into Tenable 1 and 2 line frags. Here comes Ely. He's all over the back of the 8 car. Where is that caution? What was that one for? I didn't see that one.
It was yellow, and so they didn't go, and it messed up the start.
Yeah, but, oh, so you threw the caution.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, there we go. So they're just going to go back to they should go back to their original starting positions. I'm just trying to look for the, there he is, Carl Kilgore back there in the runner-up, the second row on the inside, I should say. Just remember they need to...
Grady Eram and Jordan LaFran.
Hang on, we'll just let Steve go through and and keep up with it.
Ed.
Okay, so he's just going through the restart order. So bear with us. Kokomo, tight little racetrack, does play these sorts of little issues.
Trying to go off of the thing, okay?
Just make sure that they stay close to the pace car until we're ready to go racing, because otherwise you'll have that happen and it could stuff everything up.
Everybody in the...
All right, so Steve McMillan just making sure that everybody is in the correct running order. All right, there we are, back underway in the A main. As we continue here at the Kokomo Speedway with 3 wide, Jackson went straight back to the race lead. Massey, Ely and Kilgore as they work at 3 wide off at turn number 4. Kilgore's found his way working to the inside of the racetrack. Ely goes through the middle. Massey works it upstairs. Tyler Jackson still your race leader as they head down off into turn number 3 and 4. But Massey, boy, I tell you what, Massey is coming here with a whole head of steam in the 19 machine. Kilgore trying to make it work on the low side as he's got Devin Nelson about 7 car lengths behind him as they work into 3 and 4 now. 30 laps left to run. Lon Franks drove it deep into turn number 3 and 4 and annihilated the concrete wall, but right there, Kilgore, he leads by what is about half a second, and the gap closes right up side by side, so there was only a tenth, but gee, that 9 car just rolls the bottom side. He looks way good at the moment. It's all about whether you can be good later on. You don't want to be too good too early. Massey with the head of steam coming up to the back of the 8 car of Tyler Jackson. Then you look at the 09 car of Joshua Ely. Ely would love to put himself on a podium position. Jackson with a run just gets into the rear bumper of Jamie Massey. And a real big hit. There comes Bradley Means back to position number 5. Ely on the inside now, coming after the podium positions of Massey and Jackson. He's got them in 1 and 2, but we are yellow. Yellow. Oh, okay. I think it was just the 15 car. Steven Stefanski just getting a little loose in the middle of 3 and 4. Just caught the slick and the car half went around. He's done well to save it, but he will get charged with the end of line penalty. So the lights are out with 1 to green. In fact, we're coming to the green now as Haymaid time is back underway, and Wildcard Kilgore, Jamie Massey. Again, we've already spoken about the situations that these 2 guys have had. We go back to what was Knoxville Raceway a couple of weeks ago. So the history is there. The writing is on the wall. They've got history from going back to being teammates, to spending night in, night out on the sim together in dirt street stocks competition, to rubbing door panels, bumping and grinding, bump and runs, you name it, they've done it all. They've had some great finishes, they've had some great races. Can they do it here at Kokomo Speedway? Kilgore leads from Massey. Ely, LaFon's back to position number 4. Tyler Jackson with a run on the outside. He had to check up there to not get into the back of the 09 car of Joshua Ely. Keep an eye on Jackson. Here he comes on the outside, and bringing with him is the 10 car of Lon Franks and the 0B entry of Bradley Means. Gee, there's a very, very tight squeeze down into turn number 3. 3 wide again for 3rd, 4th and 5th position. Lafon has got 3rd. Jackson again is still working it upstairs into turn number 1 and 2. Watch Lafon in that 144 again, just continuing to work the bottom side of the racetrack, but still your race leader is Car Kilgore. Lafon along with Joshua Ely, they go right through the slick. We are yellow. Nicholas McDougall in the 05. So tough night for McDougall. His night is now done. As we are ready to go back racing, I believe. Well, we're looking at... We were going back to green, but we've just decided to lengthen it up. What else are you looking at, Steve?
Oh, no, I was just getting them lined up.
Okay, alright. Alright, so there you have it. Again, Brett Wheeler alongside Steve McMillan, both in race control tonight. Of course, we're doing double duty. That's something that we offer here on Ultimate TV. We offer race control duty and broadcasting. And we get to do it and make those right decisions. And make those hard decisions. If you don't want to make them, hey, send us a message. Race control and broadcasting opportunities available here on Ultimate TV. We're back to the green. Ely catches the side of Lafon. He straightens him up, but poor old Jordan Lafon. Joshua Ely, Devin Nelson. Lafon's going to stop on the back straight away. But we're going to stay green. There we're going to go back yellow. Yeah, Joshua Ely got him. And pulled up on the back straight away. That was Ely's fault. He got into the side of Lafon.
I'm trying to get to him.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Just got him in the middle of 1 and 2 there on that restart.
Yeah.
But don't give the spot back to Lafon because he also stopped on the racetrack. So he can stay at the back as well.
Well, he actually didn't stop.
He did. He was but he was slowing to bring out the caution. It's the same thing.
Yep.
All right. So, yes, Jordan Lafon will also go to the tail end of the field. Unfortunately, Ely got into the side of him. And look at these two up in front. Car Kilgore, Jamie Massey. Boy, the two form drivers of your season 24 in 2024 for the World of Thunder Esports League Dirt Street Stocks. We look at the schedule so far. Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. Jamie Massey picked up the win. He then backed it up with a win at the Kern Raceway for week number 2. Then week 3 and 4, Volusia Speedway Park. Car Kilgore picked up the win in week number 3. And then week number 4 at the Knoxville Raceway with that famous bump in 1 and 2 there on the final lap. Who could forget that one? Car Kilgore picked up that victory. So Kilgore has got 2. Massey has got 2. One of them have got an opportunity to pick up 3 feature wins in 5 races. Who will it be? Well, you'll have to find out in 18 laps time. As we get set, we're back underway in tonight's main event. Fastest time at Kokomo is Car Kilgore with a 14.474. And he's got the field basically by about 1/10 of a second. Bradley Means, from what I can see, with a 14.536. He is the second fastest car on the racetrack. Well, the fastest lap on the racetrack, I should say. Franks means, look at Grady Yerman coming now around the outside of Charles Barnes. Devin Nelson trying to come back into this picture as well, inside the top 10. Trying to get back up into a top 5 as, well, top 5 at the moment is Tyler Jackson. Devin Nelson now just this back as Lon Franks gets around the outside. So Nelson again. Nelson, Jackson, back up front. Battle is on for the lead. Kilgore and JB Massey. Massey in the 19 car. Kilgore again, just working the low side. Massey going around the outside. Here he comes with a run. And you get the feeling that this is starting to heat up with 12 to run if they continue to do lap times that they're turning. And they are very similar lap times. Kilgore with a 14.652. Excuse me, Massey with a 14.727. They were roughly around the same times. 2 laps ago. We see what it is as Carl Kilgore still leading the way right now with a 14.679. Massey with a 14.732. Grady Ehrman or Charles Barnes, one of the next fastest cars on the racetrack at the minute. You look at the gap at the start-finish line, 0.370 of a second, so just under 0.4 of a second. Now coming to 9 to run. Kilgore again, and Jamie Massey. Is it going to shorten up? Yes, it's down to 1/4 of a second, 0.260 of a second between your top 2. And again, both these 2 drivers, they've been the 2 form drivers of the season so far, both winning 2 feature wins. I-55, Kern County Raceway, Volusia Speedway Park, and Knoxville Raceway. They've had 2 wins apiece. Who is going to get 3? Surely it has to be one of these 2 guys at the line. You feel like Jamie Massey's just starting to close in just a little bit more. It's back up to 0.3 of a second on the previous lap as time starting to wind down here with 6 laps left to run. Kilgore just holding on to now what is just under half a second lead as he looks to get away from Jamie Massey. We're going to stay on these 2 cars up the front of the field because this is going to be the battle for the race lead as they work into 1 and 2. With 4 to go at the start-finish line, you see Massey closing in once again. He loses speed probably on the entry into the turns, but it's that exit speed that is really progressing that 19 forward. On the last lap, Kilgore was 1/10 of a second quicker, although Massey looks a whole lot quicker right here on this lap with 3 laps left to run. And well, he's picked up that 1/10 of a second back. It was half a second, 0.560 as they go back straight away with 2 laps left to run here off turn number 4. Carl Kilgore, do the nerves start to play in? Massey now going to go down to the inside. Here he comes. He was a lot closer, trying to go something different to close in on the rear bumper of that number 9 machine. Oh, Kilgore makes a mistake in 3 and 4. They'll come to the white flag. 1 lap left to go. Is it going to be a receipt from Knoxville in 2 weeks ago? Massey and Kilgore, final time down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Massey and Kilgore a bump into the rear bumper, and it's going to be Carl Kilgore with the win. Second will go to Jamie Massey. Third at the line. Oh boy, what a feature. Third at the line is going to be Devin Nelson. Feature race results coming up, but it's going to be Carl Kilgore for the 3rd time this season, getting the win here in World of Thunder Street Stock competition. And Kilgore will make it 3 in a row. He got the win at Knoxville 2 weeks ago with that famous bump and run, but he won't be denied this time. Carl Kilgore, Jamie Massey, Devin Nelson, your top 3. Bradley Means, Tyler Jackson, Your top 5, Grady Ehrman, Lon Franks, Rod Tucker, Nathan Smith, Cody Ernest. Your top 10. Then we go over the page. The rest of the drivers, the top 20 is Jordan LaFon, Bryce Dickinson, Joshua Ely, Joe DeVries, Steven Stefanski, Jeremy Atkins, Charles Barnes, Christopher Hill, Nicholas McDougall, and Scott Fritz. Again, we wait to chat to your top 3 here in a moment here at the Kokomo Speedway. Let's chat to third place finisher here tonight, driving the number 9 car of Devin Nelson. Devin, congratulations. Third place finish here tonight. And boy, that was a tough race out there. How you feeling after 40 laps?
I feel a lot better that it's over now. Got into that first wreck and then kind of got a little more damage after that. Thought my race was kind of gone. My right front was pretty badly, so just trying to get to the bottom and really stepping on the brakes to just get it to rotate was difficult, but come out with the P3, can't be any happier. Congrats on Carl with the win. Overall, pretty good night there.
How tough is it to try and set yourself up to run 40 laps around the bottom side? You've got the slick to contend with, plus those tyres on the infield that don't move, and then you've got the cars that are running on the top side, but then you've also got cars behind you that are trying to hit the bottom. How tough is it to be consistent down there and pick up a third place in the process?
Oh, very, very tough, especially when you have damage on the right front. I felt like I wasn't consistent nearly as good as I could have been. Me and Carl and the rest of the guys have just been, dialing these sets in every week and just continuing to put some laps on this track. It's pretty much all you can do, just get better. I'm not really good at Kokomo, but, somehow we were able to dial the car in tonight and get her to run around the bottom pretty well.
Devin, congratulations on this third place finish here tonight at Kokomo in World of Thunder Esports Dirt Street Stock Competition. Before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 9 car that makes it all possible for you.
Yeah, I got to thank Carl and everybody back at the shop. Just, like I said, dialing these sets in each week. He's helping me out a lot. I normally don't race these cars. They're a whole lot of fun after you get to know, what you're doing. Got to thank Majula Speed Shop, CFM Sweet Victory. Got to thank John Darby. Got to thank Carl for the wrap, VLR, and you guys for broadcasting this.
Devin, well done on third place finish. We look forward to seeing you back next week.
Appreciate it.
Devin Nelson, your driver that comes home third place here tonight. Time in second place tonight is going to be the 19 car of Jamie Massey. Jamie, second place finish here tonight. Boy, this 19 car was ever so fast, but falling one spot shy once again. Second place overall. How you feeling?
I feel good, man. I got killed on that one restart when I don't know what the hell they were doing. But it broke my left front and I couldn't turn in and like run that middle like I wanted to in 3 and 4. It was just way too free, so I just had to send it on the top. And man, he was super good on the bottom, and we had a shot at him there on the last lap. I could have punted him really hard if I wanted. I did hit him, but I jammed the brakes right before I hit him because I didn't want to spin him around, and I just want to let him know that I ain't forgot. And he deserved that win, man. I didn't want to take it from him either. So he was really good. Like I said, really good on the bottom, rolled the bottom really well. He deserved that one, and we'll work harder and get better and get him next week.
Those last 10 to 15 laps, you basically was just sort of living and dying by the top of the racetrack. There was times where he was a 10th quicker, then, a lap or 2 lap later, you'd be that 10th quicker. How tough is it to try and make sure that, you're trying to catch up to the race leader, but also making sure that, you're hitting the best possible lap times?
Yeah, he was so good in 1 and 2. I was way better in 3 and 4, but he was just, man, I think I was too much worried about getting to him. I was overdriving a little bit. Like I said, I was flat-footing it in 1 pretty much trying to get there, and I didn't have the car to get there. So, like I said, me and Rod threw this setup together here. We just threw it together in literally 5 minutes of warm-up right there, and I knew that I needed to be on the top because I knew Carl was going to be on the bottom. And, man, we were so good until that damage. But yeah, it was fun, man. I know he expected the bumper, and that was fun, man. And like I said, the right car won the race, so it is what it is. I'm happy with it.
Well, after 5 weeks of competition, going into the final 3 weeks, you're 49 points clear of him, and after having 2 wins already this season, no doubt you'll be looking forward to the next couple of weeks to see if you can come home with a championship.
Yeah, I just hope with the drops, I think he'll take the lead there. But it is what it is, and we'll be good. Like Kokomo is not really good for me, so we'll be good at the other tracks. I think we got something for him. We'll see, man. The best guy's gonna win, and we're both two of the best, and I'll be happy if I finish second to him, and I'm sure he'll feel the same if he does to me. Man, I want to thank everybody over at NLR, House of Speed, Papa Mike's Promotions, Mama Bear, Heartland Harley Davidson, Tunnel Vision by Hackney, Grip Hackney Live, and Rod Tucker. Man, like I said, we tuned on that thing. We threw the setup I built clean out of the window there, and it was good. And some of my guys were on it, and then I was on this. Some of the guys was on this. I want to thank him and everybody who tested with me, man. And congratulations to Carl there. And we'll see y'all next week. And good run to Devin also.
There we go, Jamie Massey, your runner-up here tonight. But again, the man that finishes in front of him and making it 3 wins in a row, piloting car number 9. It is Carl Kilgore, and it's a hat-trick of wins. Carl, that's 3 in a row. No doubt those first 38 laps were somewhat fairly comfortable. Those last 2 laps, they look very stressful.
Oh yeah, man. Then we was really good when we were out front. I was hoping the cautions would stay away, but they kept coming there for a little bit, and we it was kind of nerve wracking, that's for sure. Having somebody chasing us and us trying to just kind of keep our pace and run the bottom.
Let's go right to it. Let's skip right to the end, because that last lap, that second last lap, you go into 3 and 4, you get tight, you hit the tyre, and it just straightens the car up, and then all of a sudden that 4/5 of a second lead that you had goes away because you go into 1 and 2 on the final lap, and Jamie's right there pushing on your rear bumper.
Yeah, we going into 1 and 2 on the 2 to go, I seen him try to move down, and I guess he was just trying to see if he could stick it down there like I was. And we when we went down in 3 and 4, I was trying to get a little closer to try to get a run off, and we just cut it a little too short and had to hit the brake. And like I said, we didn't clip the tire, but we had to literally drive around it to get through the corner, and that gave us the close that gap like he was talking about. And going into 1, I expected it, so we kind of braced ourselves. We actually slowed the corner down more than we would have to kind of take the bumper and drive away. But then he kind of stuck there with us again. So in 3 and 4, we kind of just played the cards right, and he took another shot at it, and we was able to hold on to it.
How you make it 3 wins in a row, going back to Volusia, then Knoxville Raceway a couple of weeks ago. We had a break last week, and then you come back here tonight at Kokomo. You get the win. That's 3 wins in 5 weeks. You're second in the point standings. You're behind by 49 points. What's the mindset? What's the mentality like going into these next 3 weeks?
Man, the same mentality, same mindset. We just got to keep digging, go as fast as we can, and keep the 19 car behind us as the main thing. We would like to see him do some bad runs, but I don't like to wish no bad luck upon anybody. But I feel like if he stays consistent, even if I win out, I don't think I'll have enough because he's got a better drop than I do. I think my worst is Kern, and I think we was like an 18th, and then our second best finish besides the 3 first is a 4th, and then he hasn't finished worse than 2nd. So it's going to be really tight. I think we got to be perfect to even be close. And like I said, I think he'll just have to fall down a little bit for us to actually win this thing. But we're going to give it our best shot. We're going to keep digging, and hell, if we can win out, we'll enjoy that.
Hey, we look forward to seeing you back next week at the Eldora Speedway for round number 6 of the World of Thunder Esports League Dirt Street Stock competition. But for tonight, Carl, congratulations on the victory here at the Kokomo Speedway. Before we let you get to celebrate with you and the team, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this number 9 machine.
Oh, yeah. First and foremost, Agility Speed Shop. My buddy Talon, Josh Ely, Devin Nelson, and old Desmond Busby. He helps me tune on these things a little bit when he gets the itch to come play in them. But all these guys that I got around me, we put the time in and it shows. We were really good here tonight. We had 3 different setups on the front row, or 3 different setups between the top 3 cars, and I think all of us had a chance to win it. As the luck just kind of followed my way, and I was able to hold on and stay consistent. CFM Esports, Big Owl Oil, Kilgore Consulting, man, all these guys help us get it done. Can't thank anyone else or can't thank enough people that help us out on this thing. I'm getting kind of tongue-tied here, low-winded. Yeah, I thank y'all for broadcasting and for Steve for putting this thing on and giving us a place to race.
Carl, well done on the victory. Go and celebrate. We look forward to seeing you back at Eldora next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Car Kilgore, your winner here tonight from the Kokomo Speedway, I should say. Hard charger tonight, Susie, goes to Nathan Smith, up 11 positions. And what Nathan started in position number 20, he came away with a 9th place finish. Bradley Means was your second biggest mover through the field, going from 12th to 4th, moving up 8 positions. Well, that wraps up what is week number 5 of the Dirt Street Stocks Open setups with the World of Thunder Esports League here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We look forward to having your company tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern. It's the Down and Dirty Outlaw Speed Factory 360 Wing Sprint Cars. I have no idea where we're going tomorrow night, but we've got 2 broadcasts on the program. We have got that one first coming up. That is week number 7. And apparently I don't like to put in the thing where we're at. We're at the Federated Auto Parts at I-55 Raceway, and then we'll follow it up with the Mountain View Plumbing Pro Late Models at Knoxville from 11 o'clock Eastern, and we look forward to having your company tomorrow night. But here for tonight and the World of Thunder Esports League, we're back on Sunday night with some pro late models and super late models over the next couple of weeks. And then, of course, next week with the Dirt Street Stocks, we'll head to Rossburg, Ohio. But until then, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the manager behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler signing off saying good night.